Kurdish genocide.
Who are the Kurdish? The Kurdish were the people of the Middle East. Most Kurdish people are Sunni Muslims. By the 20th century, 25 million Kurds lived in Turkey, Iran, and Iraq. The Kurdish created Kurdistan, which is a borderless homeland across Turkey, Iran, Iraq, and Syria.
Background. In the 1960s to late 1990s, Kurdish described themselves as revolutionary movements. Kurds joined in one Turkish, Iranian, and Syrian revolutionary movements. Armed struggle for Kurdish independence was unsuccessful. In the 1990s, Iraq Kurdish movements established self-governing region.
What was the Kurdish genocide? The Al-Anfal campaign was a genocidal military operation formed by Saddam Hussein. It was led by Saddam Hussein's Ba'athist regime. The Kurdish area of northern Iraq was seen as a threat to the regime, and they attempted to abolish the threat through genocide.
Saddam Hussein. He was the president of the Ba'athist Party. He was the mastermind behind the genocide. He asked his cousin Ali Hassan al-Mahdi to assist. He was charged with war crimes and he was executed.
The 8 stages, classification. The genocide occurred because of nations wanting an ethnic cleansing of the Kurds. They targeted women, children, and elders. The Kurds were considered lesser by these nations. Classification. The Kurds were classified by their ID cards.
Dehumanization. The Kurds were forced to leave their homes. They were banned from certain areas. They deserved to be punished and killed, and they were treated like animals.
Organization. The offending nations created a poison gas attack on the Kurdish city of Halabja, killing over 50,000 civilians. They created over 80,000 Iraqi Kurdish refugees. They stated that the Al-Anfal campaign was against the Kurds. They destroyed Kurdish settlements, they mass deported Kurdish people, and they created firing squads and started chemical warfare.
Polarization. They claimed the Kurds are traitors. They already were seen as others. The statement led to heightened distrust of Kurds' preparation. Ba'ath government orders Kurds to be rounded up. They divided by gender and age.
Extermination. They started chemical attacks on Kurdish villages. They created concentration camps to put the Kurds in. The acts of genocides that Saddam Hussein was charged with were enslavement, murder, extermination, rape, sexual slavery, sexual violence, persecution, willful killing, inhumane treatment, unlawful deportation.
Denial. They used Iran as a scapegoat. The UN believed Hussein that it was just a war between Iran and Iraq.
How it could have been prevented. If the Iran-Iraq war never started, there would have never been a motivation for genocide to occur. And we could have prevented the West from supplying and arming Saddam for this war.